Hey everybody, welcome back. Um, Listen, I gotta say, thanks to everybody who vicariously came along with me on my vacation, Carlo, and I really had a great time in Key West. We stayed, as I've been harping on all about, a place called Island House in Key West. A lot of you guys have said that you discovered Island House because I go there all the time and I'm always blogging about it. I always have so much fun while I'm there, and it's one of the reasons that I'm always kind of harping on about it is that I really can't suggest a place like that enough, especially if you live in a place where you don't really get to hang out with a lot of other gay people, or you kind of want to go to a place where you can just kind of be who you are, and just kind of cut loose and have a little fun. However, got a lot of questions from people who've never been to a gay resort and they just kind of want to know what it's all about. First of all, yes, you can walk around naked and hang out naked wherever you want. There's like a sun deck, and just about everybody up there is walking around when they got no pants on. By the pool, people are kind of lying out there, but and then there's like a little sort of restaurant, cafe, bar that comes right up to the pool. Most of the people there are totally fully clothed. If you're anywhere else in the resort, you're generally wearing pants. You don't have to. You can walk around naked if you want. I would say about a third of the people are walking around, totally buck naked. I generally, have a little bit more. I'm usually kind of covering myself up, not always, but generally. So that's a thing. But you can do whatever you want. Somebody else asked me, what happens if you get a boner? Then you do. Here's the thing. It's not like this big, huge, wild, open orgy all over the place. You're not seeing people having sex. They're going and doing that in private places. They're not doing that out by the pool or anything. There's still like a little bit of decorum there, and people are kind of voluntarily showing. If you have a boner, you either just laugh it off, you can wrap a towel around your waist, you can just kind of walk around proudly showing it, and people will kind of go, "Hey, man," that kind of thing. But it doesn't really happen very often. It's really not that big a deal. So that do you have to walk around naked? Absolutely not. You can walk around dressed as Nanook of the North if you want. Cover up as much as you feel like covering up. Or uncover as much as you want to uncover, and that's it. How you doing? The boys are really happy to be back. They stay in a doggy hotel while we're gone. Somebody else asked me about that. What do you do with the dogs? Can you bring the dogs? You can actually bring the dogs. There's one guy that brought a dog. No, sorry, two guys that brought their dogs. It's generally not done, but you can if you want. I would not bring three dogs. Because they're a bit of a handful, and what we do with our dogs is there's a place in downtown LA called Go Dog LA, which is sort of like a doggy hotel, and the dogs all just kind of go, look at this, look at this, look at this. Let's see if we can make him do it again. He chases his tail. It's the cutest thing in the world. So we're gonna see if we can get him to do it again. Here, I'll just do this, and we'll hope that he does it in the background. The dogs basically are just in this area where they can just run around free and play with each other, and like dogs do. So they're not caged at all ever, and isn't that cute? I know, I'm one of those fathers who just thinks that like everything that their dog does is just the sweetest thing in the world. I know, I have a blog where I post pictures of my dogs. I'm so lame. Anyway, so and then they walk around and take pictures of the dogs and they post them on their Facebook page. So while you're on vacation, you can go check out what your dogs are doing. If you're the kind of person like me who thinks that everything that your dog does is just the coolest thing in the world. Yeah. So there you go on that. Other things, can we walk around in public holding hands, that kind of thing? You know what? Me and my buddies actually tested that theory. We did, in fact, go to the straightest part of the island, which is a street called Duval, the sort of western end of Duval, which honestly is kind of like Bourbon Street in Louisiana. In New Orleans, which is in Louisiana, obviously. And we were like walking around holding hands and kind of walking around like that. We got a couple of sort of look backs, not a single comment. Mostly we got smiles from people, and we got a couple of "that's so cute" from like women walking with their husbands or boyfriends or something like that. And so no, not a single homophobic reaction the entire time we were there. So it's very, very gay positive, very pro gay. Food. People ask me about food. If you were the kind of person such as myself who has some, let's say, more specific dietary requirements, there is a vegan restaurant 2 streets up from Island House where the food is absolutely fantastic. It's not even really a restaurant so much as a lunch counter, and you kind of go hang out. It's very hippie collective, like a lot of vegan places tend to be. And even our carnivore friends were coming there with us and having lunch, and they loved it too. So like the food is really good. It's not just sort of like fake chicken wings, or fake hamburger. No, it's actually like good vegan food. At the resort, yes, there are a few vegetarian and vegan options. If like they've got soy milk, and they'll have like fruit and vegetable platters and salads and stuff like that. But you shouldn't be expecting full on vegan cuisine at a resort that has 36 rooms. So yeah, you can get some pretty good options there. But you'll probably have to go elsewhere if you don't want to get bored with what you're eating. Just pretty much like anywhere else. But there are some amazing restaurants. Carlo and I really sort of relaxed our dietary needs. We went to a really fantastic tapas restaurant called Santiago with some of our friends, and the food there was absolutely amazing. And yes, I actually ate fish and beef, just a little bit. So there you go. I won't be able to go back to the vegan collective for quite a while, because they'll draw and quarter me and beat me with a carrot. What? Come on. Oh, you're so heavy. He's actually bigger. I know. Oh, I know. I'm so happy to see you too. Oh, I'm so happy. Oops. Look, this is kind of funny. The little one, and he's all legs, and he'll sit there and go la 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 la. But watch this. Riley, come here. The big dumb jock. You hold him like this, and he just goes right to sleep. It's really cute. He's the only one that will actually allow me to just hold him like this. He's he's a little freakishly big for a Boston Terrier. Most vets ask if we've put him on steroids, and we have not. We just give him lots of love and lots of food. He eats buffalo. He likes buffalo. Don't you? Yeah, you do. Okay, good. Other questions that people ask. What else is there to do on the island? You can rent scooters. There's all sorts of day trips, right? So you can do we did the Blue Q, which is that scuba diving thing, which is really fun. You can rent jet skis and go all around the whole island. There's all sorts of tours, and believe me, Key West is one of the most fucked up places in the world that has really amazing history. So take those tours. There's one that has gay and straight but twisted history. Take that tour. It is the coolest thing because there is for such a tiny little island, there is so much fucked up history there. Because apparently living in such a really remote area makes everybody just insane. So there's stories you just wouldn't believe. Like the guy that lived with his mummified girlfriend for years and told people it was a mannequin, but it was actually her covered in plaster. I don't know. It's just really fucked up shit. So go have a great time. Thank you for allowing me my time off, but coming along with me and all those great emails and stuff. Well, we're coming up on 10 minutes. I talk too much. Keep asking me questions.